Hello everybody, it's Mike18 here with some kind of movie news. The first movie news video that I've actually done is my news on Transformers 4 and how it's confirmed by Michael Bay. Now, with the Avengers coming out in about 2 weeks, I'm really getting excited about the Avengers. I keep seeing all these new clips and everything. In this video today, I want to talk a lot about the Avengers. I have all of the movies that led up to the Avengers right in front of me. You got Iron Man 2 right under it. You got Hulk, Incredible Hulk, Thor, and you have Captain America. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the cast of the Avengers, who's going to be in the movie. I want to talk about the director, Joss Whedon. I want to talk about one of the producers, Kevin Feige. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to talk about the release date of the movie, what it's going to be released. You'll see it in 2D, Real D, 3D. I'll talk all about that in a little while. But first thing I really want to talk about is the cast of the Avengers. First, you got Robert Downey Jr. is playing Tony Stark, or Iron Man. He was in, obviously, Iron Man 1 and 2. For Captain America, you have Chris Evans is playing Steve Rogers, or Captain America. For the Hulk, now, as you can see, right in front of me I have Incredible Hulk starring Edward Norton as the Hulk / Bruce Banner. However, Edward Norton is not going to be is not going to be in the Avengers. Most of you guys already know that, but he is going to be replaced by Mark Ruffalo. And to tell you the truth, so far, Mark Ruffalo looks interesting in the trailers. We've seen a little bit of Mark Ruffalo, not a lot really, but it'll be interesting, and I want to compare him to Edward Norton and how they both were as Hulk. I want to see who's better. And then we have we have Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Next big cast member for the Avengers is Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Can't wait to see him in this movie. Let me see who else we got. Oh, we have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. We have Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, or Agent Romanoff. Let me see who else. We have Clark Gregg, who was Agent Coulson in Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and Thor. And last but not least, I want to say that Gwyneth Paltrow is going to be in this movie. I'm not too sure about that, but I do recall seeing her in one of the TV spots. She didn't say anything or anything. It just looked like she was in a plane. I don't know if she's going to make a brief appearance. I'm not too sure about her character really, but I'm pretty sure if she is going to be in the Avengers, her appearance is going to be brief. I seriously don't think that she's going to be shown a lot. And oh, how could I forget the main antagonist in the movie? We have Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Loki is back for the Avengers. And one more character that I would like to talk about that I know is going to be in the Avengers. What's his name? He was in Thor. He was Dr. Eric Selvig from Thor. I'm not sure how to pronounce the actor name, but he's definitely going to be in the Avengers. I would say his actor name. I know it's something Saskar. I don't even know how to say his last name, but Eric Selvig, Dr. Eric Selvig from Thor is going to be back in the Avengers. As for all the old cast members from the movies that I have in front of me that led up to the Avengers, like Don Cheadle from Iron Man 2, Liv Tyler from Hulk, Natalie Portman from Thor, let me think, and obviously all the characters that were in Captain America, like Tommy Lee Jones, Haley Atwell. They're all dead because Captain America was frozen, and now he's back in he's back for the Avengers. And I'm not sure if we're gonna have Anthony Hopkins back as Odin. I highly doubt it. That would have been confirmed already. But all those characters, they're gone. They were in all these movies right in front of me. They have nothing really to do with the Avengers, which is absolutely fine. But anyway, next thing I want to talk about is the director of the Avengers. The director of the Avengers is Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon was the screenwriter for Captain America, which I have right in front of me, and also he was the screenwriter for The Cabin in the Woods, which was actually just released last Friday. So that's kind of interesting. He just had two movies early. He had Cabin in the Woods released in last week, and now he has Avengers coming May 4th. So that's kind of interesting. But I cannot wait to see Josh Whedon's how he directs this movie. I know he's gonna make this movie great. I really think he did it perfectly. I just can't wait to see this movie. This is absolutely if it's good, it's gonna be the best movie I've ever seen in 2012. I'm sure. And I know it's going to be on my top 10 list of best movies of all time. I just know it. I know it's going to hit that scale. Because I know this movie's going to have a great story with all the characters. The characters alone is just going to make this movie great. I mean, come on. And all the action and the visual effects in this movie, it's just going to be, really, it's just going to be something. So I know this movie's going to touch my top 10 list. Now, the next thing I want to talk about for the Avengers is one of the producers for the Avengers is Kevin Feige. I hope I say his last name right. He has actually produced tons of Marvel movies, and when I say tons, I mean tons. This guy, I have a list right in front of me of all of the movies that Kevin Feige produced. He produced Iron Man 2, Iron Man 1, Thor, The Incredible Hulk, and Captain America. So all the movies in front of me he produced, which is pretty interesting if you ask me. And he was an executive producer of Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3. He was an executive producer on the 2003 Hulk, which was directed by Ang Lee. And he was an executive producer of X-Men 3 Last Stand. So this guy worked on a lot, and there are others. I know he worked on Daredevil. There are others. I'm just not remembering them right now. But that is really. He also worked on X-Men 1 and X2, which is X-Men 2. But this is pretty interesting to have Kevin Feige for the Avengers as the producer of for the Avengers. But So I just gave some of the cast. I gave the director, our producer for the Avengers. Next thing I want to talk about, Avengers is obviously from Marvel Studios. It's being distributed by Walt Disney Pictures, which is very interesting. As all of you may know, the release date of the Avengers is May 4th, 2012. And I'm not sure if they're gonna have midnight showings. I'm pretty sure they will. They do that for most of like the big movies. Like they did that for the Hunger Games. They did that for Transformers 3. They did that for Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'm sure. I don't know if they did it for Captain America or Thor. They probably did. I just don't remember for those two movies. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it for a movie this big like the Avengers. Next thing I want to talk about is what this movie. You can see this movie. You have several options. You can see this movie in 2D. You can see it in Real D 3D, and you can see it in IMAX 3D. Is the other way you can see it. Let me just get all these closer together. There we go. I want to get them all in the video. And one other end, but for me, I'm going to see Avengers on opening weekend. I want to see this movie on opening weekend. I'm really anticipating it that much. But I'm going to see it on opening weekend, probably May 5th. I'm probably going to go see it. What do I want to say? I'm going to see it in 2D first. That weekend I'm going to see it in 2D. And if it's really, really good, even if it's not good, even if the action is the only thing that's good in this movie, which I know is not true. This movie's going to have a perfect story. I know it. I am going to see the Avengers probably the next week or the week after in Real D 3D. I just can't help it. I have to see the Avengers twice. All the good movies that I've seen, I just have to see them twice. I can't help myself. But if hopefully Avengers will be awesome, and I am definitely gonna go see it twice, no matter what. Just to see all these big actors on screen, all my favorite characters from some of the best Marvel movies out there. Just to see them up on the big screen is something. And then I'm sure the story is going to be 100% perfect. Not 100% perfect. There probably will be some faults. I probably will have some problems with it, but I still think it's going to be great. And lastly, I want to talk about the video game for the Avengers. The video game for the Avengers, I am unsure of the release date. However, they are releasing. It's like I heard it's going to be a first-person shooter game, and it is going to be released on. Oh, that's right. I don't know the release date. Whoops. It is going to be released for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. So that's pretty cool. If like once I have a lot of money saved, I am going to probably buy Avengers for the PS3. That's something I'm thinking about. If the movie's really great, I might want the game. I want to just test it out, try it. But I'm thinking about getting the Avengers for the PS3. I want to see how it'll be. But that's really all I wanted to talk about in regards to the Avengers. I just wanted to make some kind of video for this movie because I know it's going to be huge. I'm probably going to make one more video where I'm going to talk about the box office after the event, like the week, probably on Monday or Tuesday, after Avengers has been released. That week, the real first week of May, I really want to talk about the box office, how the Avengers did the box office. People are already saying it's going to make over $100 million on opening weekend, the 3-day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I could definitely agree with that because this movie is very highly anticipated. And I'm going to contribute to that, to the box office because I'm going to see it on opening weekend. But I want to talk about the box office. Obviously, probably May 5th, that night, after I've seen the movie, I will probably go and give it my review that night. Hopefully, I will give it a perfect review. And then maybe I'll do some other kinds of videos where I talk about the Avengers, because that's the only movie that's on my mind right now. That I really only am thinking about is the Avengers. All the other movies coming out at the end of April look like crap to me. They really don't look interesting at all, really. So, Avengers is the next movie that I'm going to go see in the theaters. And I know I'm going to have a great time. I know that this movie is, in my opinion, is probably the last thing I want to talk about. I think this is going to be the biggest movie of 2012. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. That's just my opinion. No other movie this year that's coming out looks as good as the Avengers does. I mean, yes, we have Amazing Spider-Man, but no way in hell that Amazing Spider-Man is going to be as good as the Avengers. Amazing Spider-Man is going to be great, but Avengers is going to be 10 times better. Dark Knight Rises is coming out. I don't think I'm going to see that because I haven't watched Batman Begins or The Dark Knight, so I'm not going to see Dark Knight Rises, so I won't include Dark Knight Rises on my list of the best movies of 2012, but I really think Avengers is going to be the top of that list. I really have good feelings that Avengers is going to be great, and I just can't wait for this movie. I've been watching all the clips, the TV spots. They all really do look good. And I just recently saw the one with Thor fighting Iron Man. Oh my god, that looks so good. I can't wait. And I know that the 3D, I know it's post conversion 3D, so the 3D is probably gonna suck, which is very unfortunate, really, for a movie like this. But I'm gonna see it anyway, just to see how the 3D looks. But Avengers, guys, the movie we've been waiting for since 2008 when Iron Man first came out. That ending scene in the post credits when Tony Stark met Nick Fury, I was like, oh my god, we're getting the Avengers. And people already knew with Hulk's release. Then we heard about Thor, Captain America, and now we have the Avengers. So guys, maybe I'll keep making some videos related to the Avengers. I really would love to do that. Sorry this video is so long. It's like 14 minutes and 24 seconds right now. It's kind of long, but I had a lot to talk about, and I really cannot wait to go see this movie any longer. I just wish that it would be out this Friday. I would go see it Friday. I really would. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I have more reviews coming. This is all about Mike 18 with talking about the cast, predictions, and the release of the Avengers. Bye, guys.